into the game, and let's start. Looking at the civilizations at the bottom here, we see that Tonic is Aztec, Pedro Mayan, and Under in Spanish, and we have a mirror here with the same saves on TK's part. The best player, Kerch 28 Ras, is right now as Mayan, and well, do we have a Mayan pocket for their team? No. Each team has something different in the pocket. TK have yellow and that's Spanish, and NC have Tonic, who is Aztec, so no Mayan pocket here, but still we could see some sling in here with those arrays of civilizations. The map, as you can see, is Arena, so let's have a look around. The first we are clicked in is Tonic. His position seems to be kinda okay. No obstruction of either gold or stone. Yeah, this can be easily deleted gate, so that should be more or less okay. Same goes for this gold. And well, this is kind of interesting. He has two gates here, but just one is kind of usable because this one seems to be altogether blocked by those trees. That's kind of interesting. But anyway, he has the boar inside his gates, second one as well, so it's pretty much fun, and also has a relic right inside, so that's pretty sweet for him. And well, otherwise the hunt is outside, so if he wants to pull it in, he should be doing some micro with his scouting. Moving on to his teammate, for example Andorin on the right, also see the boar right in. And the second one, yeah, as well, and he also has the hunt here. It's just a threesome though, not a foursome, so that's one did not spawn, but well, it shouldn't really matter all that much, I think. Otherwise, stone mine fine, gold mine as well, and the outside, well, he has quite a lot of gold right outside his base. That's pretty sweet for him. And if he can pull castle like maybe even behind the walls, should be able to cover both. That will be pretty nice for him right there. You can see so those weird letters, that's because they are probably using Azbuka or Cyrillics, the Russian team. And let's move on to the last NC, and that's Pedro, the best player from their team. Or in the base safely. Yeah, this seems pretty much okay as well. Scouting through the sheep, it seems. Let's check into him. Fog of War. Ah, yeah, he was doing a bit of scouting here. Just now not interested, but he discovered that he sees a herd of the, what is it, deer right inside his base, so he doesn't really need to worry about that. What is problematic for him, though, is that he's kind of closed off, and yep, he doesn't have a wall to trade safely with his teammates, so he had to make a room here and just close it off with a house for a moment. But yeah, this is kind of not really that great position. Moving on to the TK team. The first one to have a look at is H28 Russ, has already deleted the wall so that he can get out safely. And that was probably to gather some, maybe the pig to get it inside. I'm not exactly sure why he didn't go through the wall, but anyway. He has a relic right next to his base, and his gold placement and stone placement is pretty much safe. Yeah, he has two gold mines right inside his base, so it's pretty nice. And same not be said about Pedro. Yeah, he has just one gold, so kinda drew the short straw here. Next gold is between him and Kerch 28 Ras, and yet another one is outside his base. So it seems like teal together with red really won the lottery on the gold here. Continue with looking at the teal base. He has the hunt inside, and right now you can see that he's trying to corral the deer right next to his mill. That's pretty nice play right there, and he'll probably try the same with the other three guys too. Otherwise, also pretty bad position here, having his gate blocked altogether by these 4 stones. That sucks, but at least it's the gate between him and his teammate, and it will be quite easy to put a wall here, and it will be very safe trade route, really, altogether. Another relic is here, so that's 1, 2, and 3. So that's pretty sweet for them, and 4th relic is also right next to NC. That's pretty nice to see for them, or rather for TK, And they might be having an advantage in that, especially when we see that Aztecs are in play. It could mean that monks will be gathering that, or other priests. I'm not exactly sure. Monks, I think. Priests are in Age of Empires 1, if I remember correctly. Anyway, the base of the pocket of Shu seems to be kinda okay. Yeah, there's no problem, he just deletes the wall, no risk there. Double gold inside his base as well, third there, fourth there, so that's pretty sweet position for him. And he's also corralling this deer so that it's closer to the TC. A nice play right there. The last one to have a look at is orange, that's Shuis. Right outside his base, and next gold. Base gold is here. That could be pretty nicely protectable by a good placement of a castle. And yeah, you can see he's trying to do the same, but right now having a bit of a hard time getting behind the deer actually. He's trying to get it close to his TC as well. Right now we can see that Darth Mortius is advancing into Feudal Age as the first guy. And Shu is close behind him, so that's TK is really picking it up quite soon. Although we can see Tonic is having a very large score right now, which means that he should be slinked by a man, and that's Pedro, and that corresponds with his kind of low score, lowish of all the NCs. So I'm kind of guessing that this Mayan is a bit slinging into the pocket Aztec. So let's see if that's actually true. So right now you see, let's have a look at some of the scouting. And see Pedro is where Till is, moving on to other from NC Tonic. Yeah, he hasn't scouted a whole lot, he's also scouted the Till, so it seems like Till will be the first under fire from NC attack. And Pedro is the last one, and he should be having... Oh, Pedro no, Andorin is the last one. He should be having a good line of sight around orange. Well, it's not all that great, but it's better, and he sees a wolf here. And that's pretty sweet play, because once you have that, you can see when some willies or army is moving in onto him, because that wolf just move away. So that's a pretty sweet play right there as well. Yep, just now letting know, not really sure what, but probably just some scouting. Yep, some better gate would be needed from Red as well, right about here, for safer trade between him and Andorin. And how is it about scouting for TK? Karch 20 and Truss, well, he wasn't scouting all that much, he's just content to see that Pedro is right next to him. That's pretty much all that makes him happy, and that means Mayans against Mayans, that's what hasn't been said earlier, and we can see that both TK Shues and Darth Morpheus are advancing right into Castle Age, so they are definitely going for some aggressive build right there. Shues, how is he scouted? He's scouted just his opponent Andorin. Right now he's being attacked by the scout, that's a small one, and he's kinda interested in maybe being helped by this one. Oh, he just missed it. He wanted to lure him in so that he's close behind the gate, but Andorin just saw that and got away in time. Darth Morpheus wasn't really scouting at all, just content to be in his base right now. So, the fast advancing guys are in. Third from TK is also advancing. And you can see that just one NC is going into castle, and that's Pedro. That's really interesting. And Tonic, in the meantime, is still really racking up the score on the economy here. So I'm kind of interested what TK's plan is right now. Gathering a lot of stone, yeah, that's for a castle right there, of course. And is somebody going somewhere? I don't really see anything just of yet. Right now Mortius has advanced as the first guy into Castle H. And where is the first castle going to drop? Billy's already going for it and right in his base, so he is going for a defensive build and how's it looking for the other guys? Kerch Truss is not really preparing anything, he just filled the a hole in his wall by the blacksmith. And not really any telltale signs of anything right now. And yeah, you can see what that was kinda expected. Orange, that's Shuis, is already going as an Aztec for the monastery and monks. That's kinda expected. So that will be a while before his castle drops, it seems. Yeah, first is town center for better echo. Why not? Of course, that's how you play it. And then monk. First monk is being created. He will maybe try to gather all those relics first before going aggressive on Handorin's ass. And you can see that Pedro is thinking about more aggressive build here. He is dropping castle right outside his gate, nicely preventing any movement into the gate through those palisades, and barracks are right there as well, so that's pretty sweet from him. And other guy is doing something similar. Well, you can see that Shu is thinking about aggression right now, already having 2 monasteries, researching right now redemption, and Siege Workshop is about to be dropped as well. Andorin is going for a defensive castle, so that he protects his gold and protects his side from orange attack. It's kinda reasonable. And he will be probably aiming to go for maybe faster Imperial, just as Pedro, who is right now the first going to Imperial. So, well, DK guys, if they had some strategy, they better pull it fast with their faster castle ages, because soon the Imperial Age Mayan is going to be real trouble. He's already putting enough wound archers out of his castle, and he'll be starting to be annoying to the teal guy pretty soon. Yeah, right now it's 4 versus 3. And here we see some first fighting between this eagle that killed the scout, but will pay with his life to those conquistadors. But maybe, just maybe, those 2 monks could change the minds of those green conquistadors and switch sides to the orange. Yep, first battalion ram in. And monks to protect the battalion ram against the onslaught of those bullets from conquistadors. Oh, that's kinda unfortunate, but he has loom, so he'll be killing the wolf eater. A bit of a lag here. I definitely hope it's not a drop. Some players were having some fast proxies there, so it could be expected that something could be happening. So in the meantime, let's check how's it looking in other players' bases. This is just yellow, really doing anything all that game breaking right now. Not even any army yet. And how about teal? Well, he just amassed a bit of army here, but he will be really at a serious disadvantage pretty soon against Pedro, because he is almost in Imperial, which costs him a bit on the eco side, of course, because he can't build Phillies once he's advancing, and he's not even going for Echo, of course, because he doesn't have second TC. So, oh yeah, sorry. He has a pretty sweet spot. It's close to the gold. If he just deletes the wall and kinda elongates it along it, it could be safe. And right now, it almost seems like it's dropped, so I'm just gonna check outside of the game if the drop is real. And right now, all players seem to be in. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Well, Red is still in his base, not even in a castle. So maybe, is he the one being slinging blue? Well, could be possibly. Could be. And if that is the case, then blue's push should be really, really strong, especially considering that yellow is so far not doing all that much here. Come on, this is kind of weird. This is kind of weird. Still, everybody is in game. so I'm not exactly sure what's happening right now. Maybe it's just some kind of pause. I don't know. Andorin so far at 2 TCs, trying to build up his echo and defend against the early onslaught. Yeah, he has another palisade wall here to see when the Wolfie moves. So right now he's very well aware what is going on, and he seemed to be resuming, so that was probably just a pause there. So okay, glad we won't have any shenanigans considering it's safe and restore in our game. So Pedro is preparing to go into you. Yep, you can see Tonic is singing him, sending resources, so that's what's happening here and why he's so fast in Imperial Age. And, well, first Mangonel from the mine from TK, so let's see how this battle will go. Yep, Tonic is slinging Pedro, and I'm kinda curious if yellow is slinging into teal. That's catch 28 Ras. Now let's check into his point of view. So far, these guys are just looking around. And where are those guys going? Are they going for another castle? Maybe? Okay, that's the first one. And these guys might be here just as well to just repair the trebuchet. That might be the case as well. And let's see, those are some interesting maneuvers. And this will be a surprise in this guy. Yeah, that's something Pedro is not aware of. And yeah, he was trying to drop another castle and right now he has to stop. He has to stop. Come on, can you give a good shot? Ah, just missed. The Wolfie is not helping at all here. So yeah, that was a good plan from Pedro, but not really successful. And oh my, that's a shameful catch to Tatras. He just lost the Mangonel here, and that's something he did not want to do. He wasn't probably aware of the castle there. So that's why, and well, Pedro will have trouble to put this up because of this Mangonel. Few good shots at the Willies, and yep, one dead, and at the same time though, he still has to do quite a lot of to actually defend, because he can't really support the production of the plumes. And oh wow, good shot from the trebuchet, good shot, good shot. And so far it seems like Pedro's push is stronger and should be able to defeat the defense of Teal, which would mean that the castle will be up. So let's just now switch into the right side and a bit of a middle. Oh wow, yeah, that's a raid from yellow. Good job, and somehow got right into the middle. Probably through some petards, and is wreaking havoc in red's base, so that's pretty sweet play from yellow. And just as I was saying, he's not doing anything, he's doing pretty important stuff right now. Switching to the right side, you can see that Aztec from TK Shu is trying to apply pressure on green. And so far pretty successfully, and once this castle is up, he will be controlling both those goals, and that's pretty important. And he will be in a pretty decent range of the wall, so Andorin can't really hide behind it. And this is what? Okay, so this is Conquistadors. They were probably trying to help Red, but right now see that they need to come back and protect against the castle, but they are just a tad too late. Or are they? Yeah, they are. They are, and this castle is pretty important and makes life very difficult for Andorin right now. Let's switch back to the left battle, where you can see that Pedro is really doing quite a good job here, even though this trebuchet is not shooting anywhere. It's kinda a shame, but well, he built the castle, he stole the front gold, which is pretty sweet for him, and, well, Teal's life is pretty difficult right now. Only in Imperial is still Pedro. You can see that Tonic is still feudal as he's slinging Pedro very hard. Let's switch into Pedro and see the trickle of the resources still. And let's have a look inside the red base. Finally, yeah, his teammate decided that he really needs the help, and the yellow guys won't survive all that much longer. Bit of plumes, some conquistadors. Yeah, that's going to be a GG for your guys. Yes, just one salve to kill them, and goodbye. So, right now, red, is he safe? Oh yeah, just now building the wall. So, protect it again. And let's switch to the right side, when you can see that Shuis is right now not doing anything, as he is waiting for his Imperial Age. And he is having pretty good beachhead right there. So, unless Andorin advances fast, yeah, just as I said, he is advancing. So yeah, even though the first trebuchets will be coming from orange, and that could be pretty important right there. If he takes down the castle soon enough, before Andorin can put up his trebuchets, well, it's gonna be a pretty interesting game. Another batch of conquistadors coming to help orange, and that's what I was waiting for, to see that Tonic is still slinging the Mayan, and castle number 3 is popping up right outside the gates, but it's that too early, maybe, or maybe not, because you can see that Andorin is helping him, thinking that he can defend himself just with a bit of wall and castle. And I'm afraid that Catch could be doing a bit better job with his mangonels. Let's switch if he's building another one at least. No, just better in them, so his life is going to get a whole lot difficult. A lot of plumes, conquistadors here as well. Just now returning home because the battle on his fronts is not going to be nice. And this still means that Teal is being heavily outmatched because of the sling there. Third castle right outside the gates, and well, those trebuchets, and yep, Teal is not having a whole lot of luck actually destroying something with his mangonels, and once these guys move into the range of the castle, that could be pretty dangerous. Right now, though, Pedro is kinda content with fortifying his castle, as he knows that Teal is not in Imperial, is not in advancing, as you can see, and that means that this castle is pretty much safe right now, together with the supportive fire from this one. So let's have a look at the right side. How is it looking? The first trebuchet from orange is up. I want to switch into Andorin to see when he puts the first trebuchet in, and yep, he is. And well, this one trebuchet shouldn't really be taking the castle down before at least one of those is up. And that's also because he's repairing quite nicely. Right now you can see that Tonic is slinging Pedro or Andorin as well. That's a pretty sweet job from him. He's not really interested in advancing into castle. He's just gathering resources and sending them to his teammates to do the job for him. So, first one is up, but second trebuchet is up here as well. And it's not like Andorin is having anything against that. He has just one mangonel, not even building second. And well, kinda seems ill prepared for this battle. So you better be careful, but nice raid from the blue one, and that's why he switched from the Teal Pursuit, because he saw that the Teal situation is contained very nicely. And he just went here to deal with the orange nuisance, and he did it very nicely. Killed a bit of priest there, because it was a surprise for orange. But still. Nice steal, nice steal. Triple steal of the Conquistador, so it was pretty good job from orange. But they are, I'm afraid, pay with their lives. Well, at least one is stolen, but once the castle is down, oh, it won't be as easily. So that's a pretty good job there from the Eagles of orange. But still, orange is losing here. Yep, and extra supporting fire from the trebuchets from green. 3 of them took care of the castle, and right now, well, it seems like orange's attack is kinda gone, and that's thanks to those blue plumes and Andorin's pretty decent trebuchets and also some conquistadors. Well, okay, now this game might switch from attack on green to attack to orange, attack on orange. And in the meantime, how's it looking at the left? Well, Pedro wasn't paying any attention there, which resulted in Teal amassing quite a decent army of battalion rams, together with some plumes. And that means castle down, and if Blue is not careful, it will be another castle down from him as well. So NC Pedro and Andorin are Imperial. From TK it's just Shu Ace, and another one will be Darth Morpheus pretty soon. And Tonic is finally going into Castle Age at 34 minutes game time. So there you go, and he might finally start doing something. He is, what is it, Aztec, right? Okay, so maybe some monks of his own. Yeah, that could make some appearance inside the map. So another pause, probably. Yep, it was just a short pause there. And it's not like Blue is kinda ready with his army. Yeah, he has to use villages here. And I'm not exactly sure why he isn't moving with these plumes there to at least protect them. Yep, right now he is. And he could at least get to kill some of those cities. Yeah, but right now he returned with all of his plumes, and right now it's a big army from him. Switch to Pedro's point of view. And that's a whole lot of them. Whole lot of them. And another, what is it, siege workshop is finally being built, which means he should be having some mangonels of his own pretty soon, and they will help him quite nicely against all those siege rams and the plumes as well, with a bit of good range. Right now it seems that Blue is going in for the kill with everything on here. And yeah, he's really interested in taking down this castle. Garchros has just the one castle. Now second here at the back, third at the back as well. So he's already recognizing that he's heavily in the defensive and needs to continue doing so. Which means, even though this could be down, and most probably will, thanks to Blue Army, he still should be having quite this capacity to put up some decent army, and he's already going into Imperial, so he will be on even grounds with Blue quite soon. Anyway, you can see that Yellow, as a Spanish, has already built quite a decent amount of stables outside of his base. Right now, trying to help his Orange teammate, and well, you can see that Andorin has defended, also built quite decent stables there, but hasn't really destroyed the military buildings from Orange. So once Orange recuperates, well, the battles could start anew. Right now this seems like DKs are really interested in some raiding right now, trying to deny the extra gold and resources to Green. So let's see how that goes. Okay, so siege workshops for some extra siege from Yellow, which seems like it will be 1 versus 1 between Mayans on the left side, which is now kinda stalled, and on the right side it will be 2v2 between all those guys, but right now it's more like 2 versus 1.5, because Red so far is not doing anything substantial and is still probably just slinging. Yep, he's slinging Pedro and quite possibly Andorin as well, so they definitely have to hope that it will come and pay off. A bit of skirmishes, and Andorin, as you can see, trying to secure this gold. I'm not exactly sure if he will be successful with this. I actually think he won't, especially when you look at this huge yellow army. Let's switch into yellow. That's Darth Mortius. Paladin is right there, so let's see where he is going. That's pretty decent army. They are switching sides and maybe interested in killing Pedro, because they can see that Andorin is not doing anything at his side. And do they see this? No, they don't. So they are right now not aware that the TC is coming down, which is kind of unfortunate for them. But Army of Paladins has arrived, and that should be what saves Steel from the disaster, because that's a pretty decent army right there. That should be, oh, pretty horrible slaughter. Yeah, this is a pretty good job right there. And just a shame that they have so few. Oh, actually they don't have so few. They have 5 siege rams and a trebuchet. So this is a pretty good spot for a push. but they have to be careful so that yellow is not losing the paladins needlessly. Yeah, they need to concentrate around those blooms together with the sieges. Yeah, he's just kind of absorbing the damage here. So a bit of mangonels could go a long way to helping these paladins survive, because right now they are being killed pretty badly at that. And well, Andorin is helping here. So that's a pretty huge battle. This was supposed to be a push from TK, but right now it's turning pretty badly. And could be a strong push from NC. Because right now the siege will die to those cavaliers. At least it seems so. And those blues are doing a whole lot of damage. They are +4 attack. How's it with heal? Yeah, they're having the same upgrades right now, it seems. So they should be more or less the same. And just an upgrade here from Deal Siege Rams. Okay, that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet right there. And well, with a bit of micro and some extra trebuchet. Maybe Pedro will lose this castle. Let's have a look at the right side though, because there orange together with yellow have broken into Andorin's base. Now they can havoc all along. And right now they are at his home TC. So pretty sweet job right there. But you can see that yellow is not having the extra attack, just 14, whereas Andorin is having +4, so he is having much better paladins. That's kinda seen in this little battle, where the green guys have been outnumbered, but still they are managing to win the battle. So, oh, interesting, Bombard Tower being researched by Dark Morpheus. So he'll probably thinking about some nonsenses there. And Andorin is right now being deprived this gold at this point of the map. Though still no castle here, so not really any how is it called? Trebuchets. That's something that could be really useful here. And that's just a slaughter of these orange priests, unfortunately, because orange wasn't paying enough attention and he wasn't converting soon enough. But still, two are stolen. And that's enough to turn the battle around, together with the eagles and yellow paladins. So still, but raging on, so let's have a look at the left side, where Deal seems to be pushing forward, together with a slight help from yellow. But castles just keep cropping up by blue. Quite some numbers. You can see he's having quite safe time of gathering gold, so doesn't really need trade so far. But all those siege rams are pretty difficult to deal with for those plumes, and just the pierce damage from blue. And right now he's being pushed by the Deal guy. Deal guy, that's Kerch and Tatras, that's the strongest from those guys. And yeah, this is the Bombard Towers that have been researched by yellow. He's definitely making a proper use of them. Right into Andorin's base, and that's pretty important because that gives them a pretty nice defensible position that can be turned into offensive one, which is right now happening. Yeah, right now trying to house at least Andorin so that he can't produce all that much, but his battalion of horses could prove pretty bad. But you can see that Orange is already thinking about those and preparing pikemen, and they are Aztec pikemen, so it should be pretty decent. So right now Reckon at the left side, even though Andorin is trying to counter outsource out of his base to the left. And well, a bit of raiding on all this economy could actually go a long way for TK's battles, but right now they are more interested in just storming into the base with those Bombard Towers. And finally castle is up, which means some trebuchets should be coming up. And well, good luck dealing with trebuchets covered by pikemen when you have just horses. Moving to the left, Deal is definitely advancing very strongly together with yellow, and they are doing a very decent job indeed. And it seems like Red is still not able to supply enough resources to his teammates to actually help in some reasonable manner. Interesting. So right now, Green joining the fun with all his paladins. So you can see that Yellow still hasn't got the extra attack there. It's 14, whereas Green has +4. Not exactly sure if this is the correct battle for Teal to be taken. Yeah, just now he's retreating. Could have retreated a bit sooner. And I think what should be happening here, either Yellow should be helping him with bombard towers here, or some castles should be coming up to offer some protection, because right now they are out in the open and you can see that Green's paladin survived, and that will be the end of this push, unless Yellow is supporting enough army. Well, right now Sam is taking an in, but it's that too late, which means that the attack from Teal will be stopped. But not before the damage has been done. Yeah, castles down, and freeway into Blue's base right now. So pretty decent job. And, well, is that enough? Second wave coming in. So right now this is kinda stalled thanks to the onslaught of those green guys. So let's have a look at the right side, where it still looks like that Orange together with Yellow are doing a pretty decent job. And those pikemen should definitely be the death of those paladins, if massed in enough numbers, which they so far aren't. And a bit of cap tramps are trying to take care of those bombard towers. So how's it looking with some unit spam here? This is more or less just Yellow pumping bombard towers and Orange having units. But it doesn't seem like the push is strong enough from Orange. Where is some population? You can see pop. Andorin 124. Shu is 166. He's having pretty decent pop, but a whole lot of it is in Wales as compared to Andorin. So military population is kinda similar. Well, Shu should be having more, but not exactly seen where the whole of the army is. Okay, so that's finally a decent number of pikemen together with siege rams. And that should be very difficult to deal with for Green, because right now he's having only horses, and that's obviously not the right composition of the army against pikemen, so he should be switching into something else. And is he? No, but Blue has arrived with some help, with some blooms, so if he put them to some better use, actually against those pikemen instead of those cap trams or siege rams, that would be much better. Right now it's just those guys routing these horses, and that allows this miscommunication allows Orange to actually advance into the middle of Green's base. Switching back to the left, you can see that the battle is again turning into DK's favor, and that's thanks to Yellow army again being present here. Oh, come on, send them in, send them in. That's a lot of idols that could turn the battle or decide it very nicely for you. Come on, come on, come on. Send them into the fray. And right now, Yellow is trying to switch into the middle and is trying to disrupt Andorin's economy. So that's, yeah, that's what should be happening. And the barracks are coming in, which is a switch as well. And that could be champions dropping onto the middle guy. Well, that could be interesting right there. Shu is right now researching onagers, so he's maybe thinking about switching from all those siege rams into onagers. That could be quite a decent play as well. And still, you can see that he's slowly but surely killing Andorin. So I'm not exactly sure if this isn't the time when Tonic should switch from supplying his guys and should be switching into army production of his own. He's definitely not thinking about it yet. He's just interested in full-on slinging. And so far, I'm not exactly sure it's doing the job it's supposed to do. Okay, that's a lot of death rams. Right now, Blue is trying to apply the same kind of medicine to Teal. And Teal is still not building extra castles outside of his base, which is kind of shame, I think. If he had the support in fire, he could be able to advance much more easily. And right now this means that Teal is forced to retreat. And is Yellow helping him? Yeah. Right now they probably communicated that extra paladins are needed, but not one by one. Come on, guy. Come on, come on. Yep. Yep, you need to be a bit more careful, which you are. And you are doing it right. This is just kind of worrisome that those Yellow and it seems even the other guys, yeah, are moving here. Finally noticing. And just killing the walls here, which leaves him pretty much open, but since Yellow has a lot of army here, it's not really all that much of a threat, and if he builds a wall right here, he could be safe again, but trade cards shouldn't be going where they shouldn't be going, and that should be it. So let's switch into the middle, where Yellow is trying to make life difficult for Andorin, and he's very much succeeding. Already you can see all those skeletons here. That's a lot of Billy's dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At least 9 dead Billies. A pretty good rate. And extras here. And well, good job from Yellow, surprising green. In the meantime, finally, this is the aggressive castle that you want to see, supported by those onagers and bombard towers that should be coming out rather safely, especially considering that Orange has enough pikemen to prevent any cavalry from coming in, and those plumes are not really enough. That's just a bit of them, and they are not enough to stop this attack. Right now you can see there's a lot of yellow, even in the bases of the blue. And that's because this gate has been, okay, this wall has been broken. And that allows Yellow to get right into the middle here. I'm not exactly sure if he's aware of this fully. I would kinda think that he is not. That's kinda a byproduct of the movement, but still. Yeah, VCGG is here called, and that seems that NC are losing game number 1. Wow! And DK continue with their very strong performances and take game 1 from NC. Good job, definitely good job. Wow, that was a very good game. And the strategy from NC, where the middle pocket Aztec Tonic was just slinging his 2 guys, didn't pay off. Nice, nice, nice. So, let's have a go at the achievements. Well, so do we see something interesting here? Pedro, total score, yeah, but unfortunately didn't really go his way. Units converted, 11. Could have been a bit more, but still wasn't. And Kerch, 28 runs, the biggest army of them all, together with Shu is just 1 less. Good job. And yeah, that's a lot of tribute sent and received. But it didn't really pay off. A bit of slinging here as well from Yellow, yeah, into Shuis. And even though Pedro had strongly faster Imperial, he wasn't really able to capitalize on it. And Carriage 28 Russ did pretty well to defend against him. So, good job right there. Wow, decent villager's eye, but as a slinger, you expect that. Okay, good job.